Hey y'all, welcome back. Assalamu alaikum. Happy Monday. I know that I have been gone for a while. It's been over a year now, I believe. And I had put out a post and I had told you guys vaguely that I would be out for quite some time and I wasn't sure when I was going to be back, and I had something going on in my personal life. And so what had happened is that I got a promotion at work and it required me to work, an additional 40 to 70 plus hours of overtime a month. And so that basically consumed all of my free time for basically a year straight. Fortunately, now with my employer, things have calmed down a bit. We have some more help, and I'll probably, in most cases, only have to work about 20 to 25 hours of overtime a month. Sometimes it's going to be more than that, but that's fine. So I'm happy about that. I did try to come in here a few times because believe me when I tell you that I thought about these videos and YouTube and just communicating with you guys in the comments and how fun it was. I must have thought about that 100 times a day, every day. And in the early stages of where I had gotten my promotion, I did try to come in here and make some videos, but I just felt so drained that it felt like hard to talk and to just for my brain to function, to, you know what I mean? To have like that passion and love and enthusiasm and fun. And I was so drained. I just couldn't pull it out of me. So I just kind of got in the habit when I had free time, if I wasn't, seeing my family or spending time with my family, I just wanted to sleep basically, because I am in my 40s. I feel pretty healthy and feel pretty good. But I still get tired. I do feel myself getting a bit older, achy joints, things like that. But so basically that's what had happened. And I wanted to say thank you to everyone for all of the nice comments that you left me. I did check in every once in a while, and I would read through the comments, and I just want to say it meant a lot to me and I appreciate it. Today I wanted to do a video. I know normally I review other people's content or their opinions or their facts or just whatever's going on depending on the video. But I wanted to share this video with you, and you will see here, this is me in my work truck, and I want to say this was 6 or 7 months ago. I was just, at work. I was on my way to a job site to meet one of our construction guys, and just a normal day, no really aggressive drivers, nothing crazy going on. So here I'm about to exit the freeway, and the flow of traffic right here is about 75 miles per hour. For those of you overseas, I want to say that's close to 120 kilometers per hour. So it's a pretty good speed. And in this video, I'll hit play here in a second, but if you look where I am and you look out to my left, you're going to see a truck speed past me. This going pretty fast. I mean, if I had to guess, like 30 to 40 miles per hour faster than any of us. And then once you see that, you're going to look behind me in my rear view window and you're going to see an accident take place. And I may rewind this just to kind of show you what's going on, because the first time through it can be hard to see. There's no audio, so I'll just kind of narrate it as it's going. So let's go ahead and hit play. So you see that truck, and then look behind me. Wow, right there. So I'm going to hit pause for a second. And so I didn't know exactly what was going on because I was just driving like normal. And the first indication for me was the noise, like right behind me. It was so loud. I had my radio on, plus the road noise, of going 75 roughly miles an hour. And then all of a sudden it was just loud banging, like it sounded like a train like smacking into a metal wall, and just an intense vibration in my truck. And that's when I started to look around, and on by my driver's side door, the mirror, I looked and I could see a blue minivan flipping through the air, and then it hit the concrete and kept flipping, and I could see that there was two people in the front seats, and I could see them banging around, hitting their bodies and their heads on the inside of the vehicle. And I just kept looking behind me to see what was going on. And once I saw that it had calmed down and kind of come to a stop, I pulled over and I went over to go see if I could help anyone. I'm going to push play again. Let me rewind it real quick. Okay, so once again, we'll see that truck speed by, and then right behind me, and it was so loud, and that minivan started to tumble over and over there. So I'll just let it play out. And so I ran over there to go see if I could help. And I remember having like a sick feeling in my stomach, because when you see something like that, there's a very strong potential for very bad injuries. And, you know, that's not something that none of us want to see, but it's our obligations as humans to go see if we can help, you know. And so I ran over there and I went to the minivan. You can probably see it in the back right there. And there was two Hispanic gentlemen, and they were in the front seats. I didn't see anyone else in the vehicle. And the passenger was very shaken up, possibly had a concussion. But I was talking to him, you know, asking him, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" They didn't speak English, but we were able to communicate, you know, the basics. And I was asking the driver if he was okay. He had blood all over his face and coming out of his nose and his mouth, and it looked like he had hit them on the steering wheel. And I was just trying to analyze my best based off of all the injuries I've seen and, you know, my brief training in the military with medical aid. And it seemed like he was, you know, he was hurt, but he was probably going to be okay. So I ran back behind them, and there was another car flipped up on its side and the windows were broken. And it looked like, I don't know, like a gallon of blood poured out onto the concrete where the like the windshield is, you know. And so I ran over there and ran around to see if there was a person there, and thank God. And when I say thank God, I mean it. It was like, I don't know what kind of fluid it was coming out of the engine. It wasn't from a person that was all over the ground, but just the color of the asphalt and the sun, and like you know, from like 10 feet away, that's what it looked like. So I was like, thank God. And then I ran around the car, and another gentleman had jumped out of his vehicle and came over to help as well. And we could not find the person that was in that vehicle, because all the airbags had gone off, like in the doors and in, you know, the steering wheel. Like it even looked like they were coming out of the roof. I've never seen that many airbags, so we could not see inside. And we're trying to, the car's up on its side, and we're trying to open the door, but it's locked and the engine's on. And we're running around the car kind of frantically, like, where is the person, you know, from this vehicle? Are they in the vehicle? How can we turn it off? And then this pregnant lady, I guess she had crawled out of the window that I had just looked at before I circled back to the other side of the car. It was a pregnant woman, and she was somewhere in the range of 7, 8, 9 months along. And she got out, and, you know, we're like, are you okay? Are you okay? And, you know, she's clearly in shock, and, you know, it took her, you know, probably 15 or 20 seconds to speak. And she said, no, I'm okay. I'm just in shock. I'm really scared. We were like, yeah, like, we understand, like, you're okay. Okay, cool. And another gentleman, he got out, and we ran over to him, and, I don't know if there was a bone sticking out of his arm under his shirt, but his shirt was kind of like poked out like that. You know, we're asking him, are you okay? And he said, I just think my arm's broke, but like, I think I'm okay other than that. And around that time, the paramedics and the police and the fire department had showed up. And we just kind of briefly told them what we saw, you know, and gave them our contact information. And then they asked us, if we could clear out, you know, so that they can get in. And, you know, and the less people you have in an accident, like, the better. You don't want the flow of traffic to hit someone trying to help, you know. So we said, okay. And we all got in our cars and left. And I went to the job site I was going to. When I got there, I just parked my truck, and I just sat there for like, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 minutes. And I was just like, wow, you know, because when you see that, when it's just a normal day, nothing overly crazy or exciting had really happened in my life, you know, in the last several months probably. And it's just a calm day. And then all of a sudden that happens, and you're just like, wow, you know, like when you see it on the news or on TV, you know, it's still kind of like, whoa, I can't believe that. But when you're actually there, it just feels kind of surreal, you know. And I was just thinking, man, I hope all those people are okay. To my knowledge, I did check the news when I got home. I didn't see anything about any fatalities on the road that day, or even any like life-changing injuries. So I'm hoping that is the case, and those people are okay. But I was sat there, and I was thinking, I was like, man, that was right behind me. You know, what if I was going a little bit slower, and what if that vehicle ran into my truck? And, you know, you just have those thoughts. And I was just thinking, man, I feel blessed because, you know, a split second, one second, maybe 2 seconds, I don't know, that, you know, I could have got, my driver's side door could have got smashed. And it just made me think about, what would my wife do? What would my child do? If I was gone, and just all those thoughts. And I was thinking, like, I am blessed. Like, I know, somehow I know that, like, God looks out for me, I don't think I'm special or anything. That there's many millions, billions of people that are blessed by God, but these things happen to me sometimes, and I hope this doesn't sound like narcissistic, but it's like, maybe I just pay attention more, or maybe I want it to be that, I don't know. But about 10 years ago, I had been laid off from my job. It was a good job. One of those jobs where you get it and, like, you can excel at it and make more money, and it can be like a lifelong, great place to be. But unfortunately, the oil business tanked, and, they had to let go of all of, like, the junior members of the team. It was like 130 people that got laid off at the same time. And so it was just, scary, because we had so much going on in our lives, my wife and I, and it's just a scary thing. I know if any of you have been through that before, you know what I'm talking about, to worry about money. But we were losing money. Our savings were being drained a bit because of that. And then, like, right in the nick of time, someone in my family had passed away who I did not have close contact with. May they rest in peace. And they had left me in their will, and we got, like, I think $7,000, a $7,000 check. And it was exactly like how much we needed to like break even and make things right again. And then I got the job where I currently am now, not like 2-3 weeks after that. And I just think sometimes it's like, how do these things happen? And then I think I want to ask other people. Like, I know these things happen to other people because I've discussed it with other people, and I've heard other people talk about it before on podcasts. And I think that if we pay attention more to our blessings, to what is a blessing instead of our emotions, I think that that will be better for all of us, men and women across the board, because it's so easy to. Sorry, my throat's a little bit sore today, but it's so easy for all of us to take things for granted, and me especially, because when things are going good, you kind of just get in the zone. Maybe you're still praying, and you're still doing the things, being responsible, doing the things that you need to be doing, but you're not pausing for a moment during the day to reflect on your blessings and your family and how lucky you are. Because if we look at the things that are happening overseas right now with man, it's brutal. You could live over there, and that could be happening to you and to your family, and I cannot imagine, if my wife broke her hand, it would upset me. It would, you know what I mean? I would be concerned for her pain, for the inconveniences caused her. And you think about the things happening over there right now, and it's unbearable to even think about those things. So, sorry, I know sometimes I can just start thinking and just keep going and going and going, but I don't know. I didn't know what I really wanted to do for a video today. I wanted to communicate with you guys, and I wanted to kind of tell you what was going on. And yeah, that's really it. I've just been working every day and trying to spend time with my family, stay connected with God. And now I want to come back, and I want to try to make like one video a week, because when I make these, it's so refreshing and rejuvenating for me to come on here. And because the great thing about making these videos is you can make a video, and then other people who also are interested in that or want to talk about it will, find their way to that video. And then, you can like discuss that specific topic, and everybody's on board, to do that. Out in the wild, out in public, it's not so easy to do that. So I don't take these videos for granted either. So I do have a couple of videos that I wanted to look at, to do reactions to prior to when I stopped making the videos. So I will be doing those. I am on vacation right now until when is it? October 7th, I think. So I needed a break from work. I really didn't get a break for over a year. And so, you know, like my boss and like our team, everybody agreed it was a good idea for me to just, you know, get some alone time. I can even turn my work phone off. So I'll probably be making another video this week for sure. I have a few things I need to do, some chores I need to catch up on. Maybe a little bit of sleeping in, but just a few things. But I know for sure I've got time to make at least 1 or 2 videos this week. And I think the more I think about it, the more I'm going to be like obsessed with the idea of it because it's so fun. So yeah, but I think I am rambling, and I just wanted to say thank you guys. Thank you for continuously. I saw several messages on there from people who, you know, they had checked in with me like once a month. They asking, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I think I did respond to some of the people on there, and I hope that no one thought that I was trying to ignore them. It was just like with my job and like trying to spend time with my family and everything. It was like I had to put like, you know, put YouTube in the back seat for a little bit, but it's all good. But I just feel excited. I'm happy to be back, and hopefully maybe today. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or the next day. I'm not sure yet, but I'll have another video on there. Thank you again. Yeah, assalamu alaikum to my Muslim friends. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you next time.